Hi there, it's Ray Edwards and welcome to the vlog. I'm back. I told you I'd be back eventually. I got a little burned out after the 30 days of blogging or vlogging, but I'm back now and I'm excited about doing this. And it's fun again to me, so we're ready to rock and roll. Only I'm going to do it once a week instead of every day. I think that's the key. So today's vlog is actually an answer to a question I got by email, and I'm going to paraphrase it. I get this question or a similar question fairly frequently, maybe once every couple of weeks. Somebody will write and ask a similar question. So I'm going to go ahead and paraphrase this question I got from Bill. And the question goes something like this. Ray, as a Christian, are there certain people that you will not write for because they are in conflict with your Christian beliefs? And this person goes on to name certain clients of mine from the past and said, how do you justify having written for this person when they believe X, Y, and Z? And so first of all, there are, of course, situations as a freelance writer where you're going to be asked to write copy about a product or for a person or for a cause that you are in total disagreement with. And the answer in that case is don't do the job, no matter how much money it pays. I have made the mistake of taking a job that was in conflict with my values. It's been a long time, I'll say that, but I've done it. So I'm not proud of it, but I did it. It's reality. So there it is. I learned from it though, and so I have also turned down jobs that were very lucrative opportunities, but they were so much in conflict with my deeply held values and beliefs that I just could not in good conscience accept the money. No amount of money would have made it okay for me to do that job. Well, I won't say no amount of money. I like to think it would be no amount of money, but maybe I'm wrong. There are people that I've written for in the past that at the time I wrote for them, we were not in values conflict. I was actually more aligned with what they stood for, what they believed in, what they taught. And so that wasn't a problem then, although looking back, maybe I wouldn't make the same decision today. But you know, that was then, this is now. So how about now? Are there people that I would not write for, or are there companies or causes that I would not write for? Of course. And you're going to run into this too. So what do you do in that case? Always listen to your conscience. That still small voice inside that's going, don't do this. You won't like yourself afterwards. Listen to that voice. If there's the slightest hesitation, if you have to ask yourself the question, am I going to be comfortable with having written for this person or this cause or this company? If you have to ask the question, you probably already know the answer deep inside. Maybe it's not so deep. Maybe you're just trying to bury it. So go with your conscience, go with your gut feeling about it. You probably will not regret that. That being said, what about those cases where it is a gray area, where you could argue rationally on either side for or against taking the project? Well, if you decide to take the project, then just be solid with your decision and go for it. If you decide against it, then be solid in that decision and just don't look back, don't regret. And I will say this, no matter who I will or will not write for, I don't judge people for their beliefs. Unless they're just like crazy, weird, racist, misogynist, just crazy stuff that we all understand is wrong. But I don't judge people for beliefs that are different from mine just because they're different from mine. So I have friends, I'm a Christian, I'm a very devout Christian, but I have many close friends who are not, who are atheists, agnostics, Jewish, Muslim. I love those people equally well, depending on what kind of person they are. It's not about their beliefs, it's about who they are as a person. So even if you're going to turn somebody down for a writing job because you don't necessarily share their beliefs or you don't believe in what they're doing or what they stand for as a company or whatever the case may be, what I'm trying to say is don't be a jerk about it. Don't be sanctimonious. In fact, I try, if it's somebody that it's not a good fit for me to work with, I do my best to find somebody that can work with them and do a good job for them and connect them with that person because I want them to be served. And I want them to know I respect them, I respect their right to have their opinion that's different from mine, and that I still love them anyway. We don't have to agree on everything for me to love and care about you. Imagine that. If everybody adopted that attitude, would this be a better world? I think maybe it would be. So that's my answer, Bill. I hope it's helpful. And I'm sure other people have opinions. Maybe I've said something that stepped on your toes. I didn't mean to, but if I did, I apologize. I didn't mean to step on your toes. Leave your thoughts, your opinions, your input on this subject in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up. Share this video if you think it was helpful. And for goodness sakes, if you enjoyed this, then subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've got more good stuff coming your way next week. Until then, I pray that God blesses you and that He does more for you than you can ask or even possibly imagine, even if you don't believe in Him. Have a great week.